these two. I'm letting my laptop charge. So I'm letting stay across over there. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to zoom in and out fast or slow or whatever. I'm just trying to see. There it is. Thank you. Alright, so this is what I had painted earlier. I let it dry. I used texture paint I created. I love how it turned out. It feels like cement. So I'm gonna paint this, make it colorful, make it look cute, and see what comes of it. And the other one I have is a starfish, and I put the textured paint on it, and then I painted over it with the Mod Podge I made. So these are all prepped and ready to go. Let me do one more thing. So I'll be on here for a minute. I'm not in any rush. So everyone feel free to come and go as you please. All right. What's up? Okay. Got that done. And I have these, and I have the two other canvases I'm going to be working on. I'm good. It's really hot in California, and it's cool inside, so I'm thankful. All this stuff, just like that are on the canvases I need. Oh wow. It is midnight here. Not 2 a.m. yet. It's midnight. So you must be towards the East Coast then. Alright, let's see this. I am going to zoom out for this. Okay. I don't want to get paint all over me. This right here, I'm going to do leaves. So this is the main thing I was going to work on. This is the main part of why I even went live. So on this, I'm doing a couple things. I'll be here for a good minute. On this one, and where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. All the stuff is on it. And this one, I'm going to be making leaves and leaf arts, and I'm going to be doing gold trim on it. And on these two, I did this earlier with some textured. I can't say it for some reason right now. I was just saying it. Anyways, but with some paint I had made. It's right here with texture in it. There it is. I just made a basic white gray because I'm going to paint over it anyways, and it has the same consistency of cement, like a really light cement. Doesn't move, and then I cover it with the Mod Podge I made. The homemade Mod Podge, in it works so much better than the store-bought one. So this is the one I made. I love it. Glue, water, cornstarch, and whatever color paint you want. And it's the consistency I like of it and how it dries. Because this is one I used to always use. So I still use it, but that is the one I just made a few days ago, and I love the homemade one. So I covered it with this. But first we're going to do this one. I'm not really that worried about. There's the pen. The main thing is using this gold pen. That's my main thing. Sorry, everybody. There it goes. The main thing is using this gold pen. Right here. And okay. There it goes. Because it's a fairly big piece. So I did prep it, primed it, but I didn't add anything else to it. And I'm thinking I should have, because the color. I don't want to drop the laptop. So I'm going to make a basic gold / neutral color. Let me get my paint, my box. I made these stickers. Anybody know which meme that is? I made some meme stickers and colored them in. So I'm going to need that one. Actually, that one. Right now, I need this one, and I have the green ones out already. Then I'm going to need green, but I think I might just make a green. Nope, I'm not. So these, let me put the lighting on. This is like a yellow. It's more of like a beige yellow, and this is more of a bright yellow. And then my green is up here. But I have this camera, so I'm going to try not to move everything. I can get my blue paint. You know what, let me focus on one thing, because if I do this the right color, then I won't have to even worry about painting that. I'll just use my watercolor pens and do it that way. Alright. My brain's always thinking as I'm going. And another thing I'm going to do in the other one is paint these and lay them, and yeah. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know, or just watch the process along the way. Either way is completely fine. Either way. I'm trying to find, here it is. I use this for all my painting. It's just the plastic. It's just the plastic. So I'm going to get some of that and some of this homemade stuff. I'm mixing it just to get, because there's glue in there, and just mixing it fresh is always good. Just like shaking the other containers is always good before you use it. It's 3 a.m. where you're at. It just hit midnight here. Ooh, I like it. And there it goes. And then I need to add white. It's 3 a.m. Alright. Let me scoot this stuff. And then put the paint right here. Alright. Three a.m. Trying to fix it. There it goes. So I could scoot this a tiny bit. I just need these colors covered. I have random colors I always put on because I use my canvases for a bunch of random things sometimes until I actually use them. Give them character. And you'll see why I'm using this color of yellow. Yellow. I want it. I love it when it looks all messy. And in the end it comes together. That's a point. But it's always fun. So now I'm going to start working on I finish filling this area in. Let me put the light off and see if there's any difference in how it's seen. Okay. At least for me, because I could see the sheen. See where it's shiny or not. Trying to get a certain, like, look in the back. Because this is going to be layered. This is the first layer. Alright. So we got this down. I'm just going to get this and set it inside of some water and let this chill out for a second. Let it dry. And as that one dries, I'm going to go on to the next one. Just start working on the next one. Alright. So I'm going to set this over here. And the next one is going to be this one. You know what? Oops. I got paint all over that. So I end up with paint all over everything. But it's fine. Alright. I'm going to zoom in a bit for this one. I think that zoomed in a bit. I don't know how to zoom in without it going super crazy. There it goes, maybe. I don't know. That's fine. Alright. So this one I used the textured paint, and you could see from the side it's, where is it, look at that, it's got texture on it. I like it. So I'm just gonna get this painted a neutral color, because this one I'm gonna use like a darker color in between and then use really bright colors on top, that like blues and purples. So we're gonna just see how this one turns out. We'll see. Get a little bit of that water and I'm gonna use this paint that I had the white and that beige on, and I'm gonna add some blue to that and a little bit of pink. Go for maybe like a little purple thing. I love purple. You know what? I'll layer it. That's fine. I don't feel like looking for the red right now. That mixed with it. There it goes. That makes a really good, like a sky blue. So, I like that. And we're just going to get this and put it random places. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Let me just put it all this color. And then I'm going to paint the tops of these. Because I need a base cover anyways. So I love it. It looks like like a wall, like a really cool old, like a worn out building and stuff. And add a little bit of water. Get a wash of this color over everything. And I'm just dipping it in the water to like help the color spread all over it. I did the texture paint different ways, up and down, sideways, dots, and pulled it. So that way when I finish and I add the gold on top of this, it's going to just pick up on the tops of that and pick up the directions and everything. It's going to be beautiful. Well, I'm hoping. And if not, then I'll fix it up. But it'll be pretty. And whatever you create, as long as you enjoyed the process, that's the point. Because then you learn whether you do it amazing or you gotta do it again. I love it. That's gonna be so. I love how it looks like it's drawn out detail, but it's not. It's literally just the texture of it. It's like a zoomed in picture of a piece of the wall that's textured. It's like a really zoomed in version. Looks pretty cool. Anyway, so this other one is finishing drying. I'm gonna get it right before it dries and start blending that one out. And on this part, I'm just adding water and dropping it. Blend the color out. Alright, now that that has a lot of water on it, I'm gonna go back with the blue. I keep forgetting to set this even. We're gonna add the darker blue where we added the water. And then let's put the light on so we can see what we're dealing with the light on. Get underneath all the little textured parts. And the more randomness, the better. So I'm gonna just go with it. Alright. Make sure all the parts are filled in. Good. So one layer of color is on. That's what it looks like. Okay. You can see the glisten of, because it's water with the paint. So we're going to let this one dry. We're going to switch it out with the other one that we just worked on. Because that one, we're going to start adding the blue. I mean, the drawings and the leaves and all that. I don't know how do you work the zoom on here? Okay, I'm going to try to just leave it right there. So there's that. I'm going to let this one dry now and switch it out with this one that I did. So this one, and it's still wet, so that's good. I'm going to get this one that I used while it's a little bit wet. I'm gonna like kind of, most so you can see, just like dab it dry. I just dabbed it on one side then the other. And you could see there's part that's still wet all over. And then we're just gonna go every which direction. That's what's gonna start blending everything. Because I want it to look like a blurred background. I'm basically going to be layering, excuse me, layering leaves, like drawn leaves on here. So, but I want a lot of it blurred with a little bit of detail shining through. There it goes. I'm just going in circles, twisting it back and forth as I push down and dab it in, blend it in. Main thing is this helps it dry out, and it also helps blend and adds different, like this part you could see the lines clear, and then right here it adds the blurry effects, so it just adds a different texture to the layering process, which just makes it look a little bit more interesting. If you like it like that, do it. If not, then do it how you do it. This kind of looks like a piece of cheese, but you'll see why I picked yellow. Yellow and blue make, so, all right, now, I have this right here. It's a big old leaf, but I have a little one right here. This little one is the one I'm going to be using. So, this is off my favorite tree outside. I love my tree. Look at how pretty the leaves are. They're humongous. It got a haircut, and so I'm going to make some art with these. This one I'm not going to use right now, but I am going to use this small one. So, hopefully it doesn't fly off because I have my fan on. Look at this drawing. It looks like a piece of the moon up close. I like it. I like the texture of it. Alright, this one I haven't even got to yet. This one's going to be an easy one. It's going to be a little red, orange, yellow starfish. And then the ocean, and I'm going to add texture. It's going to be really pretty. And this used to be my thing, but it's fallen so many times. It used to say a dream is a wish your heart makes, but this thing has been through some stuff. Now it just holds my random art up. Okay, let us get to, I had to stretch my leg out. Okay, let us get to the leaf on this. There it is. I have to put this other leaf away. Come on. I'm waiting for it to finish drying. Alright, so this one, we're basically going to just paint this and imprint it. Paint and imprint all over the whole thing. And we're going to do it like over and over and over and over with different shades of blue. We're just going to do it as quick as we can because we could just get it done. But that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I have blue on here and I'm going to add some white. And I'm going to do a darker version of blue first and then a lighter one. So let me get black. And then there it goes. Did I just zoom it back to the same spot it was? I don't know how to zoom. Well, I don't know how to zoom out to an acceptable place. Come on, YouTube, work with me. There. Jeez, Patty. All right. Here we go. So I have the paint here and I'm mixing a little bit of black and some blue. And if you hear that yelling, that's my son in the background. He's playing games. So I'm just going to paint this on my hand. I'm not worried about it because we're just going to want to get a imprint of it and put this anywhere. Barely. I need to add more. It's my first time with this leaf. I need to see where I need to add more, add less. So, all right, there's one leaf. As long as we have the basic shape. Okay, so now I know, add more. Add a lot more towards the base. So, there you go. Added more. And if I need to, because I need to use more leaves, I will go get some more leaves from outside. So let's see. Put this one, and let's see how this one turns out. There you go. There you go. All right. And again and again and again and again. I do need to go add water over here. I forgot I have my my spray bottle. I have a little mini spray bottle that I keep. And then here's tape. I take from a roll and put on here in case I ever need tape. But there you go. Since I'm not trying to move my water cup across the way. And we're going to put these everywhere, every direction. And then when this is drying, we're going to go back to the next one. I am literally dropping this paint all over the towel. That's fine. It's fine. That's why I have a towel. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's art. You're going to make a mess. That looks like a cheese leaf. Now another one. So I've only been doing art for the past like 8 years of my life. I've always been into creative stuff, but doing specifically artistic stuff has been fairly recent. I enjoy it. I love it. I sprayed this directly after I put it on there. I want to see the effect it'll give. Nice. Okay, cool. So I'll be doing this for a bit if anyone has any questions about anything in general. As long as it's not politics or stuff to fight about, like, let's talk about it. As long as it's not one of those, very obvious little hot topic things. I mean, I'm all for people discussing that, but not here. This is where I do art. There's a million places to discuss stuff. Like, look at that. I'll pretend it's a leaf. It'll go with it. There are no mistakes with art. So, it's Sunday night, and I always wonder what everyone's doing on Sunday nights. Beautiful. I have another show on in the background. Another YouTuber. I watch YouTube as my main source of television. And so I'm watching one of those YouTubers. Watching one of those. All right. Good job, Leaf. I'm going to add a little bit more black now to the colors. Make like a darkish gray. It's not going to matter. We're going to have so many layers of it happening. It's just going to be a lot. I just keep adding blue and black and water. All right. There it goes. Yeah. Okay. And for anybody watching because they can't go to sleep, even if you fall asleep, I hope you come back to see the results. It's worth seeing, I promise. And then with whatever's left, I'm going to just spray it. It's going to let it more, and I'm going to print it again. All right. So we do one main one, and then, babe, and then we're going to just keep filling in these little spots. We're going to let it dry because we're going to get the pen, this pen, and we're going to line it. So, oh, I'm loving that color that's coming through. I like it. I like it. Alright, so let's do more of these, fill in all these spots. Spray it with some water. Put it in another spot. And this is such an easy little thing to make. And you'll see it's not going to end this color. Like this is not the color it's going to end up. And definitely not. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I messed that one up. There it goes. I mean, whatever. So it looks like a bunch of mess, but I can see where it's at. Alright. I was thinking, should I do that one? Yes, I'm going to. blue and yellow. It's such a strong contrast. But blue and yellow make green. So we're using different shades of green before they're green. My hand's blue. Alright. Let me do one more in this corner, and then this part is finished. And then we can let it dry and move on to the next phase. Alright. Doesn't seem like it matters, but it matters. We needed the texture of it, so thank you, leaf. I'm going to use it more, but we're going to put it to the side for now. Try to clean a little bit of it off so I can kind of save the integrity of the leaf, but if I absolutely need to, I'm going to go outside and get one. But look at it. It looks so pretty. Alright. Now we're going to set this to the side, let it dry, because we're going to get a dark marker. One of these. Here it is. One of these, and then we're going to go around each one, highlight it, because we need to make a shadow. So we're going to do that once this layer is dried. So I'm going to put this back to the side, switch this out with the other one we were working on. Someone help me. Look at this. Help me learn how to zoom in. Alright, so this is mostly dry. It's still drying. Look at that. Still drying. I love how it looks right there. I want to get it and frame it. It literally looks if you got a picture of the moon and you just zoomed it. I love that look. Pictures of the moon. Alright. I'm trying to see which color I would use on there. Okay, let me scoot this. Try to zoom out. Okay. I did it a bit. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we're going to get some of this dark blue that I was working with just a minute ago. And we're going to mix it into here with the black. We're just going to wet it and drop it all over. Anywhere that I see the light coming through. Right now I'm just going over any of the parts the last time I did the whole color wash that were still gray, showing the textured paint through it. And once again, the color does not matter. We're just going to do it because the colors we're going to put on top are going to be bright. So it's going to be like bright yellow, pink, green. It's going to be bright. Bright. Let's add some right here. That has a lot of cool texture on it. I'm mainly trying to bring out the parts that are uplifted off the canvas more. So that way when we add the rest of the color, it'll be easier to see where we add it. It looks crazy with the light off. Just lightly go over the top. Alright. So this one, we just gotta let this one dry. So right now we have 2 drying, and let us work on the third one. The third one's gonna be super simple. It needs a basic wash of white with, because I'm gonna use the pens. So I'm just gonna put white all over it, and yeah, hold on, let me blur this out. I don't like that, how it's, there it goes. I don't want like defined lines, I want it all blurred out as much as possible. Alright, this is what it's looking like. So we're just gonna get this, set it off to the side, look at it. I like it, pretty cool. There it goes. It looks like a piece of the moon. I love it. I want to get it and just frame it like this. It's okay. I'll make a bigger one and then do it with that. And then I should get it and add lights around it and make a beveled frame for it. But that's for another day. Alright, and then this is still drying. It looks crazy with the lights off. But here it is. So this, you can see it's still drying. As soon as it's finished drying, we're going to go through and add a shadow. What's up, Cowgirl 420? Cowgirl Delight. Alright, this is the third one. Let me scoot it over. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to do a really light wash of, it needs to look like sand. Sand color. So we're going to use a little bit of this gold I made with a lot of the white. We're just going to use a lot of white over there. There it goes. So we have this color. And we're literally just going to get it and put it where there would be sand. It's okay if you get it on the starfish. Remember, the starfish is textured paint, so it's raised up and it's easier to get along there. What are you up to tonight? I was gonna get on VR earlier and travel, but then I got all distracted by TikTok and other people's travel videos. So I just didn't. I'm adding a little bit of that gold to give it the sand appearance. And I need to use it around the starfish to give it a shadow look. My son. My son is screaming in the room. Alright. Alright. So we'll do this, and then we need a little bit of it next right here. Because, as always, with ocean water, you can see do this like in the sand a little. All right. And then this. Okay, I'm trying to see how it's showing up in there. All right, it is showing up. And this is blue tinted water that I'm using right here, but I mainly need it to get the look of like shore bubbles. I don't know what they're called. Foam. Ocean foam. Shore bubbles. One of the two. Mainly just get texture. As I always say, just get texture in it. That's the main thing. I don't like that line there, so let's blend that. Alright. So this is this for now. Okay. My jinky finger. I ain't worried about the sides. I'm gonna line that up because look at my hand. Alright. So that's that for now. Now I'm gonna let this dry and then I might go over it a second time. Might not. I just add this a little bit more. This. Alright, now let it dry. And let me show you this up close. This is what it looks like, but it is textured. So this starfish is like sticking up off the canvas. So when you feel it, it's actually sticking up. This is what it looks like in regular lighting without the flash on. So we're gonna let this one sit and dry, and then we're gonna go on to the next thing. So, and the next thing, I'm doing 4 things at a time. This is how I work. Is this one. This is a blank one. This one is just going to be painted all white. But it needs to be pure white. Because I'm going to be lining it. I wonder if I should, or if I should just leave it because I already primed it. You know what? This might actually look good, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try wetting this down a lot. And I'm just going to add these colors just streaked up and down. Because what I'm going to put on here, I need a background anyway, so let's just do a simple. Oh, you can't even see it. Okay, save that. That looks cool. Really moved. And then you just wet your brush, grab different colors, and put it on there. Wet your brush again and go back and forth. And I'm not worried about the side because that's all going to be gold. Alright, now that's finished. Let me just blend it in a little bit more. I just want it as blended as possible. I just really like that look when the lines are just pulled. I like it. I don't like that, so let me fix this. Okay. Alright. So now this needs to dry. Alright. All the things that need to dry. This one is almost dried. this one is almost dried. This one is almost completely dried, so I could actually start working on this one. Has a couple spots on there, but I can work around it for now while this one dries. Alrighty. So for this one, I'm going to be using my markers. And for this, it's going to be a cool gray, which isn't actually, it's a fairly dark gray. So everywhere that I put the leaf, I got it, painted it, and printed it on there. I'm just going to get this and draw. Actually, I'm not going to get one as dark. This one's perfect because it's actually green. So we're going to just see. You can hardly see it. Can I see it on the camera? You can hardly see it. I'm going to need a darker one. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I'll just use the one I was going to use. I just didn't want that one to be too dark. Let me try this one. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so it's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to use this tip. And I'm actually going to use an emerald green. I mainly need, we're going to go over as much as we can of the ones we could see. And it does not need to be perfect because all this is going to be painted over. So we're just going to see where we see a leaf. And do that. And then see where we see one. Let's see what it looks like with the flash off. There you go. Now you can see it. It looks pretty cool. So, but I have to see it with the flash only because it's like crazy dark. That I like making art to where when you're in a dark room or something, you could actually see it and it shows different than if you were seeing it with all the lights on or in daytime. I have a lot of art that I make like that. It's a little bit wet right there. I don't mind it. I just don't like it touching the pins because it dries the pins out. That's why I don't like it. Really, Patty? Really? Really? But I did. I just knocked off the color. Wow. There you go. Oh my goodness. I just made a decision right there. I decided some are going to overlap, some aren't, and that's totally fine. It's gonna look cool with the lights off, so let me just finish this up as much as I can. I'm not gonna get all of them, which is fine. I went crazy right here, but I could still see. I can see the outline of them. You could see where the line is in the leaf. Sometimes like this, you're just guessing, but it still looks nice. Okay. All right. Watch when I put the light off. I love it. Just like I have some tree ones that I did. And I love how they look with the light on, but when you put the light off, you get a whole different view of it. So this is what it looks like right here. And with the light off, look at it. You could just see the contrast so much better. And it looks very like, okay, what was the point of that? Just wait. I'm going to get this and coat the entire thing with a blue color. And all right, so this is almost finished drawing. This, it's still drying, really. Is it? Is it really? Or just it looks like it? No, I think it is. All right, this is still drying. This one did dry. Wait, no, it's still drying. You can see where it's still drying. All right, but this is dried. Just over there. All right, so since those are all drying right now, I'm gonna work on this. I'll make sure to cover that. But I'm gonna make a really, really light wash of an intense blue. And we're gonna put it all over. So basically we're gonna use a tiny bit of blue and a lot of water. So I do have my little spray container, so I'm just gonna spray it a lot. All right. Perfect. I just need to get a little bit more wetter. Because what I'm doing and what I did kind of on this side was just do a wash of paint. I need it on these really bright spots. I'm going to darken it a little bit with this wash because I want the colors to mix, like just mesh blend. So I don't want... And it's fine if we have lines and stuff. And these are going to be the only dark leaves I'm going to be doing. The rest are going to be bright white, light blue. So, but I just had to have a dark background to start with. And then from here on out, it's all going to be light. And then a wash of color on top. I love things with layers. I love the process of it. That's what I love. Okay. Okay. So this, it looks like this. All right. With the light on, it looks, you'll see it fade and you'll see the actual color. And it looks crazy right now. On my end, it looks crazy. It looks like, what's that mess? But for me, I see shadows and I see really cool shadows. So I'm going to let this dry. Let me actually add a little bit more on this side. Okay. There it goes. Now, let's let this dry. And let's go back to this one. So for this one, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do a white wash. So it's going to be a really, really, really light blue with the white. And we're going to do just a really watered down version of the blue one. So okay. The first layer served as the base for it. This is going to blend everything, make it all softer. And it's going to be really pretty with the way the green's going to look on it. There's going to be green. Green leaves outlined in gold. And the last one, this side. Okay. So put this off to the side. This was the last time we were doing this one as far as the background. The next time we touch this, it's going to be everything that's done on top. So we're letting that one dry, and while that one's drying too, we're going to start working on the starfish again, since we already have that blue. Set out, just chilling there. And we're going to use this really light blue that we just made. We're going to start putting it on here. We need a little bit darker tone. And then to wash that. And then we just let it overlap right here. Add a little bit deeper blue towards this end. I'm watching a lady who does DIY. I love her stuff. Found her on YouTube. I put that off so you guys could kind of see more of the shadows I'm working on. Because when I can see it, it's like glaring, and then you can't really see it. And then vice versa. I'll do that. And right here, there's going to be a lot of foam and stuff going around. So, and then we're going to get this pen, which is, where is it? Oh, here it is. Like I just bought it. It's a white chalk pen, but we're gonna get this and line it. So we need to let this part dry so that way we can start adding the, the white and the actual shadows and everything. So we're gonna paint the top of this right now and start painting the starfish. Starfish is gonna be a little red orange one, a little cute red orange one. Here's the red, and then I need the yellow. And I need a smaller paint brush. So for that, I'm gonna use, let's see, I leave it over there. There. I'm gonna use one of these. I'm gonna use this one. I have smaller ones. Where's my, did I put them back? Yeah, I put them back. This one should work. It should work. We'll see. If not, then I will find one that does. I am not set on specific ones all the time, but. So now I have this red. Alright, so I'm going to get this red with a little bit of this pre-made orange one. And yellow. Tiny bit of white, because we need to lighten that up a little. And then we're going to go from here. So we're going to do the top of the starfish. This color. See how it's mixing the colors? That looks cool. Let me scoot this so that way I can zoom in. There it is. Is that good? Alright, that should be good right there. Alright, let's get back to it. Do this. This lady literally can make anything out of anything. It's so cool. That's what her whole channel is. It's called Upcycled, something like that. My first acrylic painting I ever attempted to do was a starfish. It was a starfish. Trying to get all the little spaces because of the type of paint it is. It is up, so I'm trying to get all the... And then I am going to shade it and everything. One step at a time, Patty. I'm going to put this slide on real quick so I could see, because there it goes. That's what I'm looking at. And then I am going to go back and with the sand color when I'm finished and outline this so all these little pieces showing right here aren't going to be there. You just gotta add all the colors. I think our cats are getting into something. Our cats, they act up. So for those that don't know, this is like textured, so see it sticking up? That's why. Alright, let's finish. And I'm working on 4 things at once right now, just because it's what I do. And if you've ever seen starfish, there's so many pretty colors. I love it. I wet the paintbrush a tiny bit just so the paint can fit in the little crevices easier. And this paintbrush is really like wispy, so it gets into the little cracks a lot better than one that was like more uniform and cut. But then again, it's all about how you use a brush. Even with the uniform ones, you can get really good coverage with it. Look at that. How cute is it? It's adorable. It's adorable little starfish. So we're going to add a little bit of highlights right here. Well, not highlights, but shadow to show. Alright, and then one last spot is going to be on this side. I really like how it looks. I really like it. Alright, so I'm going to get a little bit of the white and just add that. The little highlight. Alright. I really like how my starfish came out. I'm trying to just make sure the little shadows from a distance. I know we'll see them later, but while I'm here, all right, so if his little leg was bent, there would be more of a shadow right here. And then if his little leg was, I'll do one right here, make it darker. And then we'll do it right here. And we'll do it under here. Oop, I grabbed the wrong color. I grabbed the wrong color. Okay, well, let me figure this out now. Oh man, Patty. Okay. It's okay. Get this sand color that we were using. Get a whole bunch of it and mix it with the white. Remember I said I was going to clean it up. Now let me do it to this side, even it out. Can't even see what I'm working on right there. All right. And then around it, I'm going to add actual shadow, you know, like shadow on the sand. Like the shadow you would find at a beach in the sand. Alright. Now let's mix these two. Because we don't want like a uniform anything. We want it to be the look of it without it being perfect. There it goes. And all I'm doing is wetting this and dragging it along the line of where I added all that paint. Alright. So now that that's done, we're going to go back to the blue. I have to charge my phone. We're going to go back to the blue. Let me clean out this. Okay, so we're just going to lay it on there. Okay. Get some white. Lay it on there. Couldn't even see it. Can't even see what I'm working on. I'm sorry. So now that that's there, we're just going to get this paintbrush and just drop it all over. We just mainly want the water to just blend it, because I don't want it to look like a drawn out perfect ocean. I want it to have the look of it without the detail. So then we gotta let this dry one last time, and then we will. Now we don't gotta worry about this because this is gonna be the background to the foam. So I'm only adding this for color's sake. It's just a little bit of yellow because I love how yellow and blue will make a pretty turquoise green. water this down, and then one last. I'll add that in there towards the front where the waves are going to be. So, all right, we're going to let that dry. It looks random right now, and that's fine. But it's going to be beautiful. There it goes. Okay. Now let it dry, and then the next time we mess with this, it's going to be the detailed pen. Adding the shore and the water and everything else. So, now we're back at this. So for this one, we're going to get the pen, a black pen, first of all. I should use a blue. I'm not. I'm going to use the black. I'm trying to find it. Nope. Where's my black pen? There it is. Alright, so for this one, let me zoom out on this one. Alright, I'll just have to scoot it. So on this one, awesome, thank you. Alright, so this one we're going to use the black pen, and we're just going to do the edge so we can do a border. Simple, simple, simple. And you basically just push it on the edge, keep it straight, and because of how these pins are, it'll just flow really easy. Alright, so now it looks better because it has a frame on it. And they get a light one, like a really light gray, because I'm not going to use a pencil. And I'm going to sketch some leaves real quick. So the type of leaves I'm going to do, wondering if I should do some like my other ones. Yeah, so I don't know if you could actually see the, yeah, you could see the lines I just saw. I'm trying to see it. Where is it? Right here. Because this is like almost the same color as that. So I'm really trying to see it. It's cool. All right, so I'm going to need a little darker color. It's cool. I have a little bit darker one. Wonder if this blue one will. That'll be too blue. Oops. Is that better? I'm just going to redraw this one. All right. And we just need them going different ways, doing different things. So. Alright, so we got a good amount right there. That one's folded. We could put one going through this way. Trying to see where I drew the line. There it is. And then this will continue, then this goes right here, and then this ends right there. So they're in there. There it is, I drew the line wrong. That, and alright. I think I have it. So oh man. Started coughing a little crazy right now. Gotta do each piece step by step. Point is, we just want to get the colors on there. Step. One step, and then the other. I just made another one of these the other day, so I'm making a bigger one because I really liked the way the other one came out. So that's why I'm making this one. Alright, next is I'm trying to do the ones I could see, because this other one, the way I drew it, is really blurred a little, so maybe if I get these ones out of the way, I'll be able to see that one a little bit more clear, because, yeah. Alright, so this and the other side of it is right here. Goes down here. Goes down right here, around. Do kind of a light line so that way we can see where it folds over. All right, now lastly, to do this. Trying to leave a little bit of space so that way I can see where it's at. Alright, this folds over right there. This goes there. So this little space is for that one. Alright. And this. Okay. So here's what it looks like so far. Alright. Maybe. Alright, now I'm gonna get a darker green. A very darker green. This one. Because here's the other one I have. Let me see. Yeah, I'll use this one. Yeah. This is the green green. Oh, perfect. And as you can tell, we're going to do the opposite side, the darker green. And anybody can make these. These are fun. You can pick any color background, any color for the leaves, anything. You can do it however you want. And you'll see I'm going to outline it, and it's going to be very pretty. There you go. Now we do the other side green. I'm not going to worry too much about this. Then on this side is where we're going to add the lines from this. So once we do this, I'll go through and do it after. No, you know what? I'm just going to do it now. So this, then we're going to go through and add the lines going up. However you would like, just add lines. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with this. Every single spot. All right. Now let's do this to the rest of it. You'll see once it has all the outlines on it, how it's all going to blend in together. And this isn't going to stay like that. We're going to use the green that we just had to go over it and blend it out. One step at a time. This one's a big old chunky leaf. I love how these pens work on the Mod Podge I made. Alright, I had to charge my phone and I feel like I popped my knee in some weird way. Oh my gosh, that was painful. But now that that's finished, let's finish this. Almost done, almost done coloring in with the darker green. Thank you to everyone who's watching. I appreciate it. Even learning how to do random artistic things from a random person is always fun. Or, can be fun. So, I know I sit on YouTube and TikTok and different social media and I watch people's art all the time. Even stuff I don't actually do or I'm not into, I sit there and watch everybody's life as they enjoy what they do. So I appreciate anybody taking the time to watch. And art is always fun. Alright, so it's like this, okay? And then you see where I forgot to put the lines in this one. And I'm not worried about it. This is why I said I'm not worried about it. Because when I go back with the other marker that we had and just do like a triangle, blend it in. See? And it's going to add to just a little extra. I'm not going to do that yet because I am going to add a shadow. So I'm not going to do that yet. But let me go through all of these. I'm going to try to do it on camera without taking this off camera. And it's mainly just by the root down here. I like giving the look without doing so much detail. There's a person I watch on YouTube named Junie Art. He does such awesome art, and most people in the art, world know who he is. But he taught me when you do art from watching him paint, about creating art and making it look detailed without the detail. And a lot of it looks crazy and messy at first. But then when you finish it, you're like, oh my gosh, I like it. So, my son is yelling at that game. Oh shoot, I forgot to even add. I was wondering why that looked random. How funny. I forgot to even add. Wrong side. Okay. So now that that's finished, let's center this. Alright, so the main part is finished. Now we're going to get our gold pen. And we're going to line it. So let's start with this one. Look at that. Look at how pretty it is. And now do it to all of them. And this is a gold chalk pen, so for the chalkboards. I love using these. I just tried one the other day and I've been hooked on them. And they dry as soon as you put them down. So that's one of the coolest positives. My son is playing that game like crazy. I think he's still playing Elden Ring. I think. I'm not sure. But, alright, so here's this. And then lastly, I was thinking and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. Because I did this to my other one. But on the actual parts, I'm going to add the detail too. I like how it looked in my other one. Yeah, I like how this looks. There it goes. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's do it with the rest. I was debating the whole time, and I already made one of these, and I loved the way it looked when I did the leaves on here. So, awesome. So this one is basically finished. Let me go around the edges with the gold. So where the black is, I'm just going to go back around. Just lightly. There it goes. I like that. All right. And last thing I just noticed right now when I looked at it, everything else is finished, but we just need shadows. So for that, I'm going to use this light gray that I'd used earlier. And we're just going to get it and where there would be a shadow, just adding one. I have to go back over that. You see how it looked? Okay. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Okay. Alright. Alright. So I added that extra little, just something. But, okay. And then lastly, we're going to get this green and just start from the center and do lines. Because that's how I smooth out without having to go all the way to the edges. And I am adding just a tiny shadow. It doesn't seem like it's adding anything, but it is. More than that, it's blending, adding texture. There it goes. So this one's finished. Oh, I forgot. I was like, wait, what looks off? There it goes. I seen this when I. All right, this one is finished. Let me zoom out. That's what it looks like. I love it. I love this. It's the cornstarch that makes it look like that. I love it. Just by turning it off. Look how pretty it looks. So you can see the gold a little bit more. This one is finished. This one is the leaves, basic leaves. I am going to sign it right now. Just because you always sign your artwork. Nice. There you go. Now all I have to do is seal it. So I love this one. One down. This one. Where's my? Here it is. This one. All right, now for this one, I used this gold one, but now we're going to use the white one. Hold on. All right, that's fine. And this is just going to add a little bit of gold in the sand in the picture itself when we put the a little bit like sand got on it. You can see the gold a little bit on top too. Alright, so we put the gold random spots in the water. I'm going to do a little bit more actually in the water to make it look like the sand is shining through with the sun. Alright. Now we get the white. I just do little bunches. Look like the water got on this. There it goes. Oh my goodness. Alright, now I'm gonna actually just push down on this. Actually put a lot more pressure. But we want it to get on there, but also to blend in. Now I need white paint. I'm getting regular white paint. And okay. And now I'll get some black with that. And add some shadows. I just had to add that on there because I got so much going on with the... There it goes. I just want to push a little bit of this back, like the waves are coming in. All right, and now I need a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the beige, so that way I can make I just need to do a little bit of shadow around the sand and around this, and then I'm done. So I'm going to do shadow underneath here on the side. Then it's finished. This one will be done. I'm just going to do I don't know what I'm going to say, the outline. Red and blue. A little dark. All right, now let's see which color this looks like on here that way. And I'm going to put the white back over it. I just need to create a shadow for it to actually set on. I meant to do that from the beginning, but... Alright, so this is on there. Then we're going to get the white just like we did, because I should have did this before I did the white, but we're going to get the white just like we did. Put it on there thick, and then this piece is finished. It's like I want it to be. I'm using this one to blot this part that I did. This brush looks like this. Looks crazy. Alright. And lastly, put that one away. Let us use the same brush we've been using. Get the white and And I'm finished. Nope, I lied. I still didn't do the shadow like I keep saying. Let me just do the shadow on this. I keep forgetting. Literally keep forgetting. Okay. Alright, and finished. I'm done. So, this is as much as I'm doing on it. I'm gonna leave it. And remember, this is beveled, so it's like sticking up. So, there's this one. And lastly, for this one, I'm gonna take this. It's like a deep blue one. And I'm gonna just shoot. I just pushed my. I'll do it that way last in case it gets paint on it. Done. Done, and this one's finished. I wish I had a plain background, something, so I could show you what it looks like without all the craziness, but I don't. I will be taking pictures afterwards, so yeah. There's that one. I'm gonna sign it. Alright, and I love how messy it looks, but I love how it looks like there's little rocks right there. I like it. Alright, so this one is finished. This one is finished. Two down. Where am I going to put this to dry? I'll put it right here. Alright, and for this one, I'm going to get this dark blue color that I had. Here's the other one I was working on. I'm gonna get the dark blue and we're gonna go over the edges. Okay. I like how this looks. I'm just running this over the edges of the parts that are sticking up. Alright, and I have a hot pink in here I'm gonna use. Where is it? Here it is. And most likely it's gonna make it turn out purple, but that's completely fine. So we're just gonna get this and make lines, even if it like comes up from somewhere. We're just gonna keep going with it. There's one. Now we're just gonna do this. So let's scoot it over. Alright. That, and then lastly, on this one was super simple. It's going to be very abstract, very whatever. But all of them, the key thing was the gold. So let's do the gold. like this one. This is exactly how I pictured it in my head. Gold. I like the way it feels. So this one is finished. I'm wondering if I should do outline it in gold. Yeah, I like it with it lined. Perfect. I love how it turned out. This one's gonna look really cool in the frame. So on this one, I'm gonna sign the back because there's nowhere to put it on the front. Here you go. So the last one I need to finish, I'm not gonna get to tonight. I already did 3. My goal was 4, but hey, I'm happy I got 3 done. So, let me fix myself because there's one thing I was gonna do on this last one. So it was this one, remember? Alright. So it's this one. So this one looks a little cray-cray still. That's fine. This one's not even close to being done. But I am going to get the black and line the edges so that way I just like having the edges lined. I feel like it makes, even though it looks crazy chaotic, it makes it look pulled together. Alright, so should I leave it? No, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. So I'm gonna let this chill and then I'm gonna do deleting now that I'm just like right here. No, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because tomorrow I have to add white leaves and all that. So I'm basically finished. Let me show everything that I did today. So I was able to do this. I did not finish it. These are the leaves that I printed on there. I outlined them. I just did this. This one took the longest to dry, but it's dry. It's dry now. And then the other one I did was this one. This is the one I just finished. So I'm going to call this one Golden Moon. I love it. I wish you guys could feel what it feels like. Alright, so I finished this one. Okay. And then we did this one. This has the gold chalk paint. This one. And lastly, let's see if it's dry yet. It's almost dried. The starfish. This one. So, and this is beveled, so you could actually feel the texture. It feels like a starfish. I love it. Yeah, that's it. Let's put this one right there. These are the ones I finished tonight. I did them all live, so if you guys want to go check them again, that's totally cool by me. I do make clips of these, and I do have Facebook and TikTok and all that where I do post it. And I do make YouTube shorts, so if you ever come across mine, feel free to like it or let me know what you think. That's it. I've been on here for a good minute, so I think I'm done for the night. But thanks for watching, as always. One last time, we got this one. I got this one with the gold. And this one. Trying to get it where you can see the texture. It's not wanting to, it keeps blurring. I don't know, but we did this one. And this one is what we're working on. So it's all a process, slowly, slowly. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you for painting with me and letting me show you different types. These are all different styles, all different kinds, but art is art. You can have fun doing whatever you'd like. Find something you enjoy and just do it. So I am going to make this one public, and if you guys want to rewatch it, feel free to, but I will be posting recaps of these on YouTube Shorts. My TikTok and Facebook is in my YouTube about, so if you guys would like to go over there. My Facebook is where I post my art and random stuff I enjoy, but TikTok is where I usually post compilations of the actual art stuff I do. So that's it, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you would like. It will always let you know when I am live. Thank you. Good night. I appreciate you. Goodbye.